Okay, where the hell is that spider ham mask? Oh, here we go. Hey, what's this? What the fuck? My memories of parenthood go back a long way, and you know, I've been a parent for like almost a decade at this point, but I remember having so much fun with my son. Like, I remember we would like walk around the parks and go about the daily neighborhoods. It really felt sincere and humble and just beautiful to feel like a dad. And it was also nice that my son, to some degree, really liked nature. In many ways, going about your daily life in the spring was wonderful, and spending quality time with your son outside was great, you know, like, and it's unfortunate that I had to succumb to being such an asshole to him. The biggest issue with my son was that he didn't really seem to do much, like, not just physically, but he didn't seem to like think much, he didn't seem to like say much, he didn't even seem to like express much. He would always have just that weird blank expression with his eyes, and it never sat quite right with me. He never spoke to me, he never said much about me, and I would do plenty of activities. We would watch cartoons, we would do all sorts of stuff, and he seemed to gravitate a lot towards that, but even at that came at a price. It just seems like no matter what we did, he just didn't want to say much at all. I can't imagine why I would ever feel this way. And it's ridiculous that I could even think about doing that. It's wrong. It's absolutely wrong. I can't believe I would do such a thing. Like, all my son wanted was to feel positive around me, and I would always snap. You know, I would snap at him during breakfast, I would snap at him during lunch, dinner, all the time. Well, go on. Eat the piece of toast. Eat the piece of toast. Eat the piece of fucking toast, you prick. You like that? I worked so hard for you. I feel like the worst parent just thinking about it now. I have such a vague memory of it, but all I remember, it was black, it was gray, it was nasty as hell, and all I remember was just, you know, throwing stuff around the house, the basement, and then I picked him up. I picked him up by his little loafing self and just tossed him out the window where he was never to be seen again. It's the worst feeling as a parent to know that you screwed up that poorly. And now he's back for me, which is even worse. Ever since then, I feel terrible, like absolutely terrible. I wish I could have my regular boy back, but now he's seeking vengeance on me, and there's nothing I can do. I can't sleep. I can't think about it without having nightmares. I can't even eat anything anymore. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely disgusting, and it makes me feel awful to just even think that I would have ever done such a thing to make him turn into this evil monster. I just wish things would go back to the way they used to be, but that can't happen. That can't happen anymore.
Well, why do you believe he has come back to haunt you?
Is there no other reason why? Of course he wants to come back to haunt me. He wants to take my essence and suck them all in. He wants to take everything about me, and just consume it all. There's nothing he wants more, because all he sees as me now is no longer his father, but a concept of an idea. What do you want from me?
I'm here for your soul, Daddy.
So now I don't know what to do anymore. I guess I'm left to dry. The days of fatherly passion is over.
Well, son, from the looks of all that, it looks like you gotta start taking better care of your toys.
Shut up, Mom! You're too old to understand the complexities of my life!
This, kids, is what happens to your future.